Welcome back to our certified entry-level Python programming lessons here, and it is time to tackle how Python can easily deal with number systems. That's right. So to have fun with this, I have set up for us a nice little Python script, and it is called binary.py, and you can create a similar thing for yourself, and I recommend that you play with this. We're going to see a couple of new things here inside of Python that you're going to want to play with. First things first, what do we do in this little module in order to demonstrate how Python can easily handle binary? Well, we are going to declare a variable here called decimal underscore value. Later on, you'll see why I name it like that, by the way. We're going to talk naming conventions in an upcoming video. And we're also, in the very next video, going to dig deep into variables. But just trust me, we're setting up a variable here called decimal underscore value. And we are introducing you to a new function called the input function. Yeah, this is the opposite of print. It's where we get input from an end user. So we can see input, enter decimal value. So what's going to happen is this program is going to run and it's going to say to the user, enter a decimal value, and it's going to accept that value. Now, the only problem is, as you'll learn when we go into detail with you later on in a video on the input function, the unfortunate thing is anything the user inputs is going to be stored as a string. So what do? Well, I convert that to an integer. Yeah, so the decimal value is going to be entered by the user of this program, and this is going to be converted from a string into an integer. Then what do we do with the decimal value we collected? Well, I create a new variable called binary underscore value, and I take the decimal value and I have Python convert it to binary. And then I print the binary representation is, and then we print that binary value. Notice we're printing this string, and then we're printing the variable value for binary value. Notice how incredibly simple this Python program is. And again, I would like you to screenshot it, or if you're really brave, go ahead and try and create something similar yourself. Remember now, before we run this, I can check it for any problems. So remember, I can do a run check module. And if you were just returned to this idle shell with no kind of error messaging or anything, then you are off and running. So let's go ahead and run this thing. I'm going to choose run module. And sure enough, it's going to say, all right, enter your decimal value. I am going to enter 192. And what does it do? It says the binary representation is 0b. Yes, that's the prefix that Python is going to use to show us it is using the binary number system. So what is 192 in binary? It's 11000000. And you might have already known that if you are a student of networking and you've studied IP addressing. As a matter of fact, let's think about it. This program that we just wrote, it is a nice little program to automatically help students with binary representations of numbers in decimal. By the way, there is a little trick you can do with all of these little conversion programs I'm going to present you with in this section, and that is you can actually trim off the 0b prefix. Yeah, you can trim that prefix off in the print output. Let me show you how to do that. So I'm going to go back over to our binary file here, and I'm going to say binary value and then square brackets 2 colon and then square brackets. So that's how you can actually trim the binary representation off of that value. Let's go ahead and do a file save here. And let me go ahead and run the module again. So notice, what is our decimal value? I'll go ahead and say 172 this time, and I'll hit enter, and it says the binary representation is 10101100, and notice it did indeed trim off the 0B that is our indicator that the result is in binary. Keep in mind, you could use this to tell Python that you're giving it a number from a certain numbering system. So I could say x equals 0b. It doesn't matter if it's uppercase or lowercase. And then you could say, you know, whatever it is, 1100 1101. And Python says, okay, no problem. I understand that x is going to be the number that's given to me for the variable x is in binary. Yep, 0b gets the job done, that prefix. Well, a fun way to see that, yes, Python can work with binary just fine. As a matter of fact, it can work with the octal numbering system just fine. Yeah, octal's based on the 8, right? The power of 8. So yeah, I don't work with octal ever, but it's nice to know that this Python supports it just fine. Look at what we did. Same thing, decimal underscore value. We are going to get a decimal value from our user, and we're going to convert it to an integer. And then we're going to say, we're going to provide the octal value of that. Yeah, we just take our decimal value and we run it through the octal function. And then we're going to print the octal representation is and that value. So let me go ahead and run this module. And it sure enough says, give us a decimal value. I'm going to say, how about 255? And what is that in octal? It's 377. Notice the prefix for the octal numbering system is 0 and then a lowercase o for octal. Guess what? You probably already guessed it. Sure, Python can work with hexadecimal number systems just fine as well. So I can go in and I can say decimal value, go ahead and give me one. We're going to make sure it's an integer. And then I can say, let's create a hex value out of that decimal value by using the hex function. If I go ahead and run this module, we will enter a decimal value. How about 101? And sure enough, the octal, it's not the octal representation, it's the hex representation. So I've got a little modifying to do in our program. Yeah, no problem. We just caught a bug. No issue at all. A logical bug, right? Not a syntax error. But anyways, we can see 0x is the prefix, and we can see it's 65 in hex. That is 101 in hex. All right, well, we don't want any errors anywhere in our program, so let's pull up that hex little Python script, and what we need to say is the hex representation, and we'll do a file save on that. So notice, Python is going to be able to work with these various numbering systems just fine. Binary, octal, and hexadecimal. And one other thing you should know, the Python programming interpreter will also be able to use scientific notation just fine as well. So I might say x equals, and how scientific notation works is I might say 3 exponent, you can do capital E or lowercase e. I can say 3 to the exponent of, let's say 4. And what this is of course 3 times 10 raised to the 4th power. Yeah, so I'm doing kind of a small number like this so that when I then say print the value of x for me, it will print it out longhand. Yeah, so 3 with an exponent of 4, 3 times 10 raised to the 4th power, that is 30,000. So yes, the Python interpreter is going to be able to handle scientific notation, no problem at all. Notice, interestingly, that it goes ahead and takes whatever you gave in scientific notation and it makes that a float. Yeah, so it is a floating point number that is returned. And of course, the whole thing with scientific notation is to work with really big numbers, right? You might see like 12.3 E 25, for example. Yeah, that is a huge number. And if we go to print that number, it will say, okay, that's a really, really big number. So we're going to leave that in the scientific notation when we present it to you, the end user. So, numbering systems, sure, plenty of them are supported, specifically the binary, the decimal, the octal, the hexadecimal, and the interpreter, as we've seen, has no problem with scientific notation. Well, I hope you're excited for our next video in the series where we are going to be exploring in depth our beloved variables inside of Python. See you there.